TV soap news and spoilers say that the television landscape is no stranger to drama, but the saga surrounding Beyond the Gate, CBS's groundbreaking primetime drama, has taken on a life of its own, rivaling the intensity of the show's own storylines. For months, rumors have swirled about the fate of this beloved series, a cultural touchstone that marked a historic milestone as the first long-running drama centered on a black family in over 2 decades. Despite its renewal for another season, whispers of its potential removal from the CBS lineup have sparked outrage, confusion, and heated debates among fans, critics, and industry insiders. As the dust settles on the seismic merger between Paramount and Skydance, now rebranded as Paramount, a Skydance media company, the future of Beyond the Gate hangs in a precarious balance, caught in the crosshairs of corporate restructuring, shifting priorities, and a polarized cultural climate. A historic show under siege. Beyond the Gate premiered to critical acclaim, heralded as a bold step forward for representation in network television. Set in the fictional town of Willow Creek, the series follows the multi-generational Carter family as they navigate love, loss, ambition, and systemic challenges in a world that often seems stacked against them. The show's richly drawn characters, led by the indomitable matriarch Evelyn Carter, portrayed by Emmy-nominated actress LaToya Bennett, have resonated deeply with audiences. Its unflinching exploration of race, identity, and resilience, paired with universal themes of family and community, made it a standout in CBS's primetime lineup. For many, Beyond the Gate was more than a show. It was a cultural beacon, a rare space where Black stories were told with nuance, depth, and authenticity. Yet, despite its critical success and a dedicated fanbase, the show's future has been clouded by uncertainty. The announcement of its renewal last spring was met with jubilation, but that joy was short-lived. Reports began circulating that CBS was re-evaluating its programming slate, with Beyond the Gate rumored to be on the chopping block. Fans took to social media, particularly X, to voice their dismay, with hashtags like #SaveBeyondTheGate and #RepresentationMatters trending for days. The controversy reached a fever pitch when news broke of Paramount's merger with Skydance, a move that sent shockwaves through the industry and raised questions about the new conglomerate's priorities. The Paramount-Skydance merger, a new era or a new threat? The merger between Paramount and Skydance, finalized earlier this year, was touted as a bold step to secure the future of one of Hollywood's most storied studios. The newly formed Paramount, a Skydance media company, promised to usher in a new era of innovation, blending Skydance's expertise in blockbuster filmmaking with Paramount's legacy in television and streaming. However, the merger also brought significant changes, including a controversial decision to scale back diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives across the company. This move sparked immediate backlash. Online platforms, particularly X, erupted with criticism from viewers, advocacy groups, and even some industry professionals who accused the new Paramount of abandoning its commitment to diverse storytelling. For fans of Beyond the Gate, the decision felt like a personal betrayal. The show, celebrated for its authentic portrayal of a Black family, was seen as a direct beneficiary of CBS's previous DI efforts. The fear that the new corporate leadership might deprioritize such programming struck a nerve, fueling speculation that Beyond the Gate's rumored cancellation was tied to this broader shift. Skydance, aware of the growing unrest, issued a statement pledging that CBS's programming would continue to reflect the interests of the American public. "Our goal is to create content that resonates with audiences across all demographics," the statement read. "CBS remains a cornerstone of our vision, and we are committed to its legacy of delivering compelling, inclusive stories." But for longtime CBS viewers, these words rang hollow. The network's history of uneven representation, coupled with the recent DI rollback, left many questioning whether inclusive meant what they hoped it did. Would Beyond the Gate, a show that dared to center Black voices in a predominantly white television landscape, survive under this new regime? The corporate chessboard, where does CBS fit? To understand the precarious position of Beyond the Gate, one must first navigate the complex corporate chessboard that is Paramount, a Skydance media company. The merger has shifted the company's focus towards streaming and theatrical releases, with Paramount Plus emerging as a key pillar of its strategy. Films like Top Gun, Maverick and Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning have solidified Skydance's reputation for high-octane blockbusters, and the new Paramount is eager to capitalize on this momentum. Meanwhile, CBS, with its storied history in broadcast television, remains a vital but seemingly secondary component of the conglomerate's portfolio. So far, the new Paramount has made no sweeping changes to CBS's programming decisions. The network's primetime lineup, anchored by stalwarts like NCIS and FBI, continues to perform strongly, while CBS News remains a trusted source for millions. However, the lack of bold moves has done little to quell fears about the future of shows like Beyond the Gate. Industry analysts speculate that the new leadership is biding its time, assessing which programs align with its vision for the network. Daytime programming, in particular, appears to be under scrutiny, with rumors of budget cuts and scheduling shakeups circulating in trade publications. For fans of Beyond the Gate, the silence from Paramount is deafening. The show's renewal was a hard-fought victory, secured after intense negotiations between its creators and CBS executives. Its cancellation, even if only rumored, feels like a betrayal of that trust. "This show is a lifeline for so many of us," wrote one fan on X. "It's not just entertainment. It's a mirror, a window, a door to stories we don't see enough of." If CBS pulls the plug, they're telling us our stories don't matter. The cultural stakes: why Beyond the Gate matters. The potential loss of Beyond the Gate is more than a programming decision, it's a cultural flashpoint. Television has long been a battleground for representation, with marginalized communities fighting for their stories to be told. The 1990s and early 2000s saw a wave of black-led sitcoms and dramas, from The Cosby Show to Soul Food, but the landscape for such programming has since thinned. Beyond the Gate filled a void, offering a narrative that was both specific in its cultural context and universal in its emotional resonance. The show's impact extends beyond its viewership. It has been a launching pad for Black writers, directors, and actors, many of whom have spoken publicly about the opportunity to work on a project that prioritizes authenticity. Showrunner Aisha Thompson, a rising star in the industry, has been vocal about the challenges of getting Beyond the Gate greenlit. "We had to fight for every inch," she said in a recent interview. "This show isn't just a story. It's a statement. It's proof that our voices deserve to be heard, and our stories deserve to be seen." The show's cancellation would also have ripple effects across the industry. Networks often look to one another for cues, and a high-profile axing of a show like Beyond the Gate could discourage others from investing in diverse programming. Conversely, its survival could signal a commitment to inclusivity, even in the face of corporate upheaval. The stakes are high, and the eyes of the industry are on CBS. The fan response: a movement takes shape. The uncertainty surrounding Beyond the Gate has galvanized its fanbase into action. Online petitions have garnered thousands of signatures, and fan-organized campaigns have flooded CBS's social media accounts with messages of support. The hashtag #SaveBeyondTheGate has become a rallying cry, with fans sharing personal stories about what the show means to them. "Watching Evelyn Carter stand up for her family every week gives me strength," one viewer wrote. "It's like seeing my own grandmother on screen." The backlash has also drawn attention to broader issues within the television industry. Fans and advocacy groups have pointed out that Beyond the Gate is one of the few primetime dramas on network television to center a Black family. Its potential cancellation is seen as part of a larger pattern of underinvestment in diverse storytelling. "CBS talks a big game about representation, but actions speak louder than words," said Dr. Maya Harris, a media studies professor at Howard University. If they cancel Beyond the Gate, they're sending a clear message about whose stories they value. The road ahead: hope or heartbreak? As of now, there is no official word on the fate of Beyond the Gate. CBS has remained tight-lipped, issuing only vague statements about its commitment to quality programming. The new Paramount leadership has yet to make any bold moves at the network, but the clock is ticking. With the fall season approaching, decisions about the primetime lineup are imminent, and fans are bracing for the worst. For those invested in the show's survival, there is still hope. The outpouring of support from viewers, coupled with the show's critical acclaim, could pressure CBS to reconsider any plans to cancel it. The network's history of responding to fan campaigns, most notably with the revival of Jericho in the 2000s, suggests that public outcry can make a difference. Moreover, the show's relatively modest production costs and strong streaming performance on Paramount Plus make it a viable candidate for renewal, even in a cost-conscious corporate climate. Yet, the challenges are undeniable. The merger has introduced a level of uncertainty that permeates every level of CBS's operations. The rollback of DEI initiatives, while framed as a business decision, has cast a long shadow over the network's commitment to diversity. And with streaming and movies taking center stage at Paramount, broadcast television may struggle to retain its prominence. A call to action. The saga of Beyond the Gate is a microcosm of the broader tensions within the entertainment industry. It is a story of art versus commerce, of representation versus ratings, of legacy versus reinvention. For fans, it is a call to action, a reminder that their voices can shape the stories they see on screen. Whether through social media campaigns, petitions, or simply tuning in each week, supporters of Beyond the Gate have the power to influence its fate. As we await news from CBS, one thing is clear: Beyond the Gate is more than a television show. It is a testament to the power of storytelling, a beacon of hope for those who see themselves in its characters, and a challenge to an industry still grappling with its responsibility to reflect the world as it is. Whether it survives or falls victim to the corporate axe, its impact will be felt for years to come. For now, we watch and wait, holding our breath as the drama unfolds, not just on screen, but in the boardrooms and backlots where the future of television is decided. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Soap New and Spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.